DA Sports coverage of the NFL has us on the west coast of the Sunshine State. Downtown Tampa's the spot, Raymond James Stadium. Tonight, we wrap up the first 13 weeks of the season with a good Monday nighter between the New Orleans Saints and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Here's the punter, Jake Camarda, set to do the honors, and off we go now from Tampa. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They begin on the ground with Kamara, and he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. These two teams, they met in Tampa earlier in the year with the Bucs prevailing in that one. So if they can win here in Tampa, they'd be able to claim the season sweep. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. A quick throw into the hands of Hardy. They find some open field here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Well, every lineman knows the rule. You only get a 1-yard buffer beyond that line of scrimmage, and then the flag is thrown, and he got tagged for it there.
Jameis to throw it. And he's got the hook up to Landry. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for. One of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
On 2nd and 11 now. Winston. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
And we're going to see this offense try and spread the field a little bit and utilize the outside third of the field, especially against man coverage. But that time, the defense was up to the task, forcing the incompletion.
Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Azeez Ojulari in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Brady and the Bucs now with a 1st and 10 at about the 32. They start on the ground with Elliott. To about the 35, 2nd down. Well, speed is definitely a calling card if you play cornerback in this league, and he does a terrific job there of hustling in quickly to make the play.
And sometimes all of your best laid plans of play design, your X's and O's,
They can't always account for individual effort defensively. And this was one of those times. Just a terrific play to hustle over there and get the running back to the ground.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now Brady bounces forward on the jet sweep. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42.
And that's something you have to get ready for defensively, because in today's NFL, teams will use their wide receivers on jet sweeps, end arounds. They'll move them back in the backfield and make them running backs. Partner, this was much more of a tap pass, but effective nonetheless.
And I think both guys love it. If you're a quarterback, it's an easy completion. If you're a wide receiver, you get the easy reception and also a chance to try to make a play with your feet.
And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. They'll get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
The Bucs at 10-1 now on the year. They've gone a full couple of months now since their last loss. Winners of 8 in a row.
And we always talk about how a team has to play complementary football in order to really be a good squad. But I think in this league, if your offense isn't playing really well as this one is, you're not going to run off this kind of a streak.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
This defense for the Saints, they were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per?
Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. Peyton Turner able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time.
Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
The sack backs him up, 3rd and long. Tough challenge for Brady and the Bucs.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And this one is incomplete.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. A 40-yard punt, give him 3 on the return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
Now, they entered play on a 2-game win streak, and then they've got the open date on their schedule next week. So this is a group that's really looking to hit the break on a high note.
And this will obviously be a tough game for them. But go ahead and play this out with me, partner. If they win here and make it 3 in a row, they get to heal up after that. You've got to think that's an ideal setup and a worthy goal to play for in this one.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Working out of the gun, Winston. This is caught. It's Hardy. Touchdown, Saints.
For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
Lutz with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Taken in at the 3. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here. And
he's got a man complete.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
I'm pretty sure any quarterback will tell you it's nice to have a tight end that can stretch the field. And how about him right there, working in the heart of the defense, and they connect on a very nice play downfield, a combination of talent and toughness to go into the briar patch.
So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. On play action, it's Brady. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And he's down into the red zone at the 15 after a gain of 15. 1st and 10.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Into the red zone, it's Brady. This will be caught just inside the 10.
And the Bucs are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Now Brady. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Second and goal from the 1. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Tom Brady keeping it himself from a yard out.
And the Buccaneers are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So only even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Taking it about the 1. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
On 2nd and 9, Winston. Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for Buccaneer TV. Well, he tried to get rid of it. Pressure was coming right in his face, and it turned out to be a bad thing.
And it's so easy to be critical of him in that spot when you have all those people bearing down on you. Probably his last thought was just get rid of the ball, give them what they want. Unfortunately, he gave it to him too well. Picked it off, ran it back for a touchdown.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
Fields it right around the goal line. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder in the ball carrier, and down he goes.
That's going to be caught downfield by Hill.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now Winston. He'll get it once more into the hands of Hill. On the move past the 40. Down the sideline he goes. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
And that, in a nutshell, shows you what this guy's made of. I mean, most guys in the NFL just can't do that. He absorbed the contact, refocused himself, and made a break for the end zone.
Winston to give. It's Kamara. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle. That's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Play fake. Winston. And it'll be intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And the Buccaneers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave them annoyed because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to give them the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get them next time out.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A really nice gain of 25 yards. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Now a play fake. Brady. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary. All of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
On play action, now Brady. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
It's a 39-yard punt, 3 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
That pass is caught by Hardy. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down. Winston now. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
On second down, Kamara. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter, 14-7. And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And Winston lost the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. There he goes left side. And he returns it to the end zone. A fumble recovery touchdown for the Bucs. Here's Badgley now to try to add the PAT. It's good, and it is now 21-7. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kicks away following that fumble return. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he's got room. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. 51 yards rushing for him here as he starts to close in now on 1,200 yards for the season. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
Ready.
First down, Winston. Quick slant, that's caught by the 5'11" Landry. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. From the 39, Winston. And Jameis intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Ron Thornhill. And the Bucs are going to take possession of the football. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December, right? It is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Sliding, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
So, Charles, no turnovers yet for this offense, but those sacks now, they're starting to pile up.
And one thing usually leads to another because they've got to figure out how the offensive line and everyone else involved in protection can keep their quarterback up.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Paulson Adebo, and he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
So we are at halftime here on a Monday night as we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando. It's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway.
Taken at the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half. Good through.
He's got a man complete. The 20. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. DeAndre Hopkins with touchdown number 8 on the year.
And the Bucs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
Hey, stop, stop, stop.
Throwing on second down. Winston. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
As this old man remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
He's going to wind up and air it out. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here comes the Saints punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. .39 yards on the punt, give him just 1 yard on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Terry McLaurin, 67 yards. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game.
And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. And some room to work. And the Buccaneers are going to take possession of the football. And to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game. But that's something right there still in the third quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
That throw by Brady incomplete.
But these are the situations that really test a defense, those sudden changes. They're already inside field goal range to start the possession. Their goal now, keep it to a long kick if indeed they end up trying one.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 23 yards the pickup there.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good, soft in spots. There's an easy throw and catch for another first down.
Brady now on first down. And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. Picked up by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the Saints will take over here at their own 12-yard line. The one side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks them right back up by getting a pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon. As he ran off the field after making that play, we saw his quarterback.
And my goodness, another interception. Jalen Petrie picks it up, and the Bucs are going to take possession of the football. Well, there's two sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough, but, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard, but also you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player. You have to know the situation.
Now Brady bounces forward on the jet sweep, and they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line.
Well, I think the hope is, you know, with a touch pass like that, that maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into.
And he pulls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Terry McLaurin with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Bucs get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's...
And now here's another interception. William Jackson with a pick.
And the Buccaneers are going to take possession of the football.
Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever has trusted...
And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked off by Paulson Adebo. And the Saints are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Going deep here for Landry. And got his man complete.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Now look, you're not going to be able to get this all back at once, but that certainly helps.
So you're saying 3 yards in a cloud of dust, not the strategy?
I go aerial attack.
Yeah, I think that's what has to happen. And if you're going to run it, you need to break off big chunks. We just saw a big play right there. They need plenty of those.
A first down throw for Winston. And my goodness, another interception. William Jackson with a pick.
And the Bucs are going to get the football back at their own 17.
Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, I mean, talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've experienced watching this one.
He's going to let it go again. He's got a man complete.
And he's going to get this down near the 25.
Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? When you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there.
So many times I advocate not challenging coverage downfield, but on this play, I thought he made an excellent decision to actually do so. If that had been complete, that would have been one for the highlight reel.
Hey, 66. Check it.
Play action. Now it's Brady. Throw to the right here, taken in by McLaurin.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Well, up big, but still not hesitating to take some shots downfield, CD. I guess they really want to hammer home their dominance in this one.
Yeah, that much is apparent, partner. If they keep completing throws like that, they'll keep that gap awfully wide as they've established already.
Escaping the pressure right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play, and he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
Third quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up.
Again, they'll throw with Brady. And it's caught. And he's brought down. Now Elliott, and he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Ezekiel Elliott
with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bucs have taken a 6-touchdown lead.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that.
He's got a man, complete, 20, touchdown, New Orleans. Taysom Hill, 75 yards.
And the Saints are able to claw one back.
Lutz good on the extra point. So they do get one score back, but still a long way to go here in the third quarter. I guess the last score wasn't enough for them. They want more. Here comes an onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. Brady going to bring the Bucs up with a 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Back to throw here. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
The 2nd and 10 now as we roll along in the third quarter from Tampa.
Here's Brady. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
Everything looked right on that play except the conclusion. He dropped it. An in route going into a little bit of traffic. Maybe in the back of his mind he was wondering where the hit was going to come from.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Working from the gun, it's Brady. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a 1st down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
They fake the handoff. Now Brady. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Terry McLaurin, 29 yards.
And the Bucs will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Kamara up the middle. And some room to run now. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50.
79 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Staying on the ground on 1st with Kamara. There's a nice move. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. To throw, Winston. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 25-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue.
Ready.
Winston now to throw on first down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5, 3, 17. Timing.
To throw again on second down. Winston. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
That's all.